Greetings from your queen of Ooga Booga, that is. Hi, everybody. This is Sally Diane, and I'm here with my producer. Hello, producer. Well, I guess I'm not here with my producer. Anyhow, I know it's been quite a week down south, and I will do some readings on that. But I wanted to talk more about what's happening here within my own little world. First off, I want to congratulate Marcy. She is our first official moderator. Welcome to the team, Marcy. Thank you for agreeing to be our moderator. I'm not sure what that means. We're working on that, but I know that Marcy has helped us a bit in the chat, and now she'll help us quite a bit more. Maybe she'll do the dishes too. I don't know. Anyhow, thank you so much, Marcy. And I also want to send a big thank you out to our neighbors, Elizabeth and Brenda. And they sent us a random act of yumminess. And this is in loving memory of Julia's mom. And it came with this little card right here, which is very pretty, and it says, "You are receiving this random act of yummy from Brenda and Elizabeth in memory of Julie's mom." And best off, they also sent this very lovely poem that I'll share with you. "Those we love remain with us, for love itself lives on, and cherished memories never fade because a loved one's gone. Those we love can never be more than a thought apart. For as long as there is a memory, they'll live on in the heart." And that is by Mary Alice Ramish. Thank you so much, Brenda and Elizabeth. I know that all their cooking is yummy, and we are looking forward to munching those after the show. So, who's for?
I have no idea. Keep stretching.
Oh, did you hear that?
I'm still setting up the chat.
He's still setting up the chat, but that's okay. It gives me time to talk about something very special that's coming up in April. We are partnering with Haunting Live Podcast to do another Ghosts of Queens event. And tickets are on sale right now at the Queens. And that starts on Friday, April 16th with a dinner. And then the dinner follows with some speeches by myself and from Chris and Trevor of Haunting Live Podcast. And we also have a guest speaker lined up. And we will not only have speeches, but we will have an absolutely yummy dinner. And afterwards, we will have a pajama party. And that will be for those who are staying over in the hotel. And part of the pajama party will be getting little mini readings to everybody. Then Saturday, we will have 2 workshops. I will hold one in the morning, and I'm really thinking about doing sort of a junk drawer divination kind of class, maybe learning how to read the playing cards, but just what you can read from around your house. And then in the afternoon, Chris will be putting together some sort of a spiritual workshop as well. The last time he made these really nice trees, and I'm not sure what he's going to do this time. I look forward to seeing what he'll do. We will also have a walkthrough in the evening. There'll be a break for dinner. There'll be a walk through a few of the hot spots of the hotel, and we will share some of the stories and the events that happen in the room. And then the grand finale will be a seance. And the seance will be led by moi, your queen, and my producer will be there too as a guide to help from the outside of the circle, just in case somebody needs to leave or something like that. Anyhow, that happens on April 16th and 17th. That is the Ghost of Queens event, and this is the same kind of event we held in November that was just so much fun. We had to have it in the spring too. So I look forward to seeing all of you there, and I look forward to answering your questions right now.
Welcome, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Haunting Live, and Grace and Amanda's here. You got Tanya here. Marcy's here. Marie, nice to see you as well. Let's get started. Grace, may I have a general reading, please?
Well, of course you can. And I'm using my Pamela Coleman Smith deck. This was a Christmas present, and it has the 4 bonus cards in it. And if you want to know what the 4 bonus cards means, I did a video on that. Okay, so general reading for Grace. Okay, general Grace. So your middle card is the Knight of Pentacles, but it's the Knight of Pentacles reversed. And, I feel like this is more of a situation than a person. I might change my mind when I see the other 2 cards, but it really has this feet and clay kind of feel. I think that maybe, and this has happened to a lot of us with COVID, you haven't been able to move forward or make plans for your future the way you would like to. So you kind of feel like you're on hold. And it's a shame, because I think that once you came to this period now, you were going at a pretty good pace. Yeah. You patience is virtue. Okay, so what the cards say is, yes, things are moving slow now, and you just really don't like that. You like to see things going forward. Fear not, because once the snow melts and the water start flowing again, you have opportunities handed to you. You can take up advantage of opportunities once again. Okay, so that's the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is a pretty positive card. It talks about creativity and embracing the things that inspire you. Okay, so be patient. I think maybe you have 9 more weeks to go, and then things start to break through for you. Okay, and who's next?
Amanda's next.
Hi, Amanda.
She would like a general reading.
That would be my pleasure, Amanda. And whoever's next will get the Lenormand deck. I'll tell you about my new Lenormand deck. Well, that's strange. It's strange that it's the same card, but it's not strange that it has kind of a different meaning. I think when I look at this relationship-wise, I'm seeing somebody who's, it's kind of, to quote an old country western song, he feels like I'll hang around as long as you will let me. But the point of it is I don't think that he's moving forward toward commitment or anything like that. And this is a time of your life where you're basically starting to focus in a little bit more on yourself and your own progress forward. And that's really a good thing for you to do. Because I get a feeling that when you get toward the end of this year, you're going to have some pretty big opportunities opening up for you. So this is a time when you really need to, look at your own game plan, your own life, and I get this idea of sharpening the pencil kind of thing. And I think what they're telling me is just to be more positive and focused on where you want to go and how you're going to get there. And I think that's talking career-wise, but it says life's journey. So as far as the non-committal here, he'll hang around as long as you'll let him. Okay, thank you for asking. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, subscribe, and tell your friends about it.
Next, we have Maurice. He
Maurice
wants to know about his finances.
Okay, Maurice. So, Maurice, you're going to get my new deck. I've got the Maybe Lenormand. And I fell in love with this deck watching another reader, online reader, the Spiritual Guidance Tarot. and she likes to use the tarot and the Lenormand, and she uses the Maybe Lenormand, and it's called Maybe Lenormand because it has a full 52 cards, not 36 like most Lenormand. So it's a Lenormand Maybe kind of deck, which is okay. I love this deck. I love that it has all 52 cards on it, and it's very expressive. I've been working with it, Maurice, and it's a sweet little deck. So let's look at Maurice's finances through the eyes of the Lenormand. Okay, so, well, ordinarily I'd worry with this many spades, because sometimes spades can be like they can be miserable cards, but I get a different kind of feel. I get more of a lighthearted feel here. There are some things that you haven't. There are some issues you haven't addressed. It's sort of like I see you here, and I'm not saying I'm not saying as a female, but this kind of attitude where you might be putting off or looking away from certain opportunities, and it kind of feels like, well, I'll do it later when I'm ready. No, forge ahead now. This is time for you to forge ahead. You've got, and again, it's by the numbers, because you've got on this side, you've got an 8, and on this side you've got a 7, and dead center you've got a 1. So I think that right now you're at 7, but you're going to get a message about something pretty soon. And this one says, don't turn your back on opportunities that are going to be handed to you, because I don't think it's going to be 100% what you expect or want, but take advantage of whatever opportunity is handed to you, because it leads to something bigger and something with a little bit more potential. So financially, you've got an opportunity coming your way. Don't pass it by just because it's not exactly what you want. Okay, and thank you for tuning in. Maurice, remember to tell your friends about me. Okay, and who's next?
Next, we have Tanya. A reading for the week.
Tanya, the Lenormand's in my hand, and I don't think I've read you with a Lenormand yet. Ooh, you're weak. Oh, nice. Nice, you've got the moon, and the moon, the Lenormand means something a little bit different, but it still feels like you're moving forward. It feels like, you've got 8, which is the number of evolution, and there's evolution around your heart, but it which means emotions. But the moon talks about secrets and moving forward with secrets. I think that maybe you're not really seeing the whole picture about how somebody feels about you. And that's not necessarily a negative thing. We usually go to the worst instead of the best. So we've got 2 6s here. You've got luck on your side. You definitely have luck on your side. When I look at the past, you've got the cross, but this has kind of got a heavy sort of feel to it. And I know you've had, like, the past week or so has been a little rough on you, and so there has been a bit of heaviness, a bit of worry. But you look right now, I think that you feel very lucky, and I think you're going to find out that somebody likes you better than you think they do. Because it feels like a good thing. It feels like a positive thing. And when I look ahead of you, and this is not next week. It says give it within a month, but you've got something brewing right now that's going to turn into a very good opportunity. And the sun is telling me that this is coming in just a little after Groundhog Day. So luck is turning in your favor, Tanya. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to tell your friends. Hopefully we'll see you at the Haunting Live event.
Yes, April 16th.
Yes, looking forward to it.
Julia wants to know what her dreams are telling her.
Julia, I think that I'm going to grab the runes for you.
Wow. Look at that.
Yeah.
Let's see if they show up well today.
Let's hope.
Oh, do they ever. Wow, look at that.
Okay, so this gob right here is about what your dreams are telling you about hearth and home. And there's a little bit of a surprise on the way for you. Yeah, this is about hearth and home. I think you're going to get news of a new life around you. I'm pretty sure it's a baby, but puppies count. You've got the sun right here, and so this is a time for you to be happy. And as I put my finger on it, the message is remember that happiness is it's not a place, it's not a thing, it's a state of mind. It rests between your ears. You can choose to be happy. You know, people say, well, I'll be happy when this, and this happens. No, this, and this will happen once you become happy. When you choose happiness, good things start to happen to you. This feels really good. So whatever expansion and additions there are to the family, it's got a lot of love around it, and it's got a lot of good vibes. It's got serendipity. It's got the idea that it brings it brings prosperity, it brings happiness, it brings joy. It turns the household upside down a little bit, as young lives will do, but it brings the whole family closer together and brings love in more. And, of course, blessings from the goddess. So, and your final message is remember that life can change on a dime. And your life wants to change on a dime. It says that right now is a good time for you to take inventory of your relationship. That's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's like take. Because life is going to change for you, and even though it's a blessing, you are going to need some support, because even good change isn't always easy. But changes also bring the sort of things in life that you want to happen. So, Julia, thank you very much. That's what your dreams are telling you.
Next up we have I got lost.
Oh, no.
I got lost.
Who's next, Marcy?
Hi, Eva. Hi, Sonia. Sonia has a question regarding a friend who passed away 6 years ago, if she has any messages.
Oh. I remembered it today, folks. Okay, your friend is very much around you in a loving way, but she's kind of reminding me that sometimes you cling on to things too long or too hard. And there's actually a Chinese parable about that, where the upshot of the parable is how do you hold on to something? And the two hands are filled with sand. One remains open and the other is clutched tightly. And the hand that's clutched tightly, the sand runs out of. So the idea is that your friend feels like you need a looser hand. You need not to hang on to things quite so tightly. You can relax a bit. Relax a bit. Let's see what else she has to say.
Move your hand forward.
Oh, my hand. Oh, sorry. And when I do it like this, I'm just playing with the energy. So that's why I'm not really looking at it, because it's not so much a yes or no energy answer as much as just bringing in the energies. And the Rudrashka seed has served me well in that way.
They're getting a top-down view on that.
Oh, okay. So, the final message that you get from your friend is that there are two other people who have passed who are very close to you too. And she's saying be open to messages from them, be it just in dreams or through symbols. Okay. So, Sonia, thank you so much for tuning in. You have a great week. Remember, tell your friends about me. I know you do. And who's next?
Angel wants to know about Lisa. What's coming up for us? How's she feeling?
Oh, Lisa.
Elisa. Yes. Okay. Is she hot for him? Will it be love everlasting? Or is somebody getting a rose?
Okay, that's one.
Hey. Just trying to fill the air while you're shuffling.
Oh, and I appreciate your help, darling. We're using the Pamela Coleman Smith. And with the 4 bonus cards, this is the third time this card has shown up dead center. That Page of Pentacles. All right, so I'm going to ask it to give me some. Okay, so the message about her is, boy, I just went silent again. This idea of moving forward a little bit, I think you're focused too much on the wrong thing and in the wrong direction, and you're losing sleep about it too much. I'm wondering, you say that you're asking about one person, but I'm wondering if you're actually juggling two here, because that's what he's looking at. He's looking at the two, and it does show movement forward, but it's movement forward through kind of choppy waters. So this would be a good time for you to be as compassionate and sympathetic as you possibly can, because I think she might be going through some emotional difficulties in her life that don't have anything to do with you. But also, I think she feels that you're focused in on more than one person as well. So she doesn't think, she's kind of got you pegged as a little bit of a player. But you can fix that.
Oh, are we done with that one?
Well, yes.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Selective hearing.
Haley wants to know whether they're going to get back together.
Oh, Haley. Oh. Do I have to talk about the shoes that pinch again? Oh, my. My.
I need to make a GIF for that thing. Just slap that up there.
Okay, so getting back together. Well, no cards fell out, so you're not getting slapped too hard. And then, look, it's the first time the Knight of Pentacles hasn't shown up. And the high priestess shows up. She shows up reversed. And when she's upside down, when she's right side up, she keeps her secrets. When she's reversed, she doesn't. So there's some trash talk here, and somebody's secrets are being drug out. So it makes me wonder whose dirty laundry is being exposed. Interesting. Yeah, Haley, I worry about the gossip. I worry about the telling of tales. I'm worried about the telling of secrets. That just doesn't sit well with me, and it's really making it hard for things to heal. But keep putting one foot in front of the other, because oddly enough, on the positive, it says that March is going to be a great month for you love-wise. I'm just not sure that's with the old shoe here, but March is going to be a good month for you love-wise, whether he comes back or not.
Next up, we have Suzanne. And
Hi, Suzanne.
Jessica's here. Ava was here. No, there she is.
Hi, Ava.
All right. Suzanne wants to know about her knee.
Oh, ouch. Knees are so bad.
Yeah, it's an old injury. Is it going to get better? Does it need treatments? Are you a doctor? No. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for entertainment purposes only. Do not seek medical advice here. Get that from a doctor.
Yeah. Let's just see what's coming up for Suzanne, though.
Don't slip on the ice.
Oh, my. Look, again, that Knight of Pentacles.
I'm just going to take that out of that deck now.
No. He's showing up for a lot of people. Well, with what's going on and with the lockdown, a lot of us have been on hold for a long time. So a lot of us have all this pent-up stuff happening, stuff that we've wanted to do for a year that we haven't been able to, people we want to see that we haven't been able to see. So we all kind of getting this pent-up energy going, and is how we respond to it. Ha! Got one of the cards. That's so awesome. Suzanne, this is the Centennial Pamela Coleman Smith deck, and it has four bonus cards, and you got one of them. Okay. And before I get into that, I just want to point out that the positive thing in your life is strength. So you asked about your knee originally, and I do see strength here. So I'm not a doctor. This is for entertainment purposes only. But the cards think that it bodes well for you to recover from your knee. And it reminds me about that strength thing. So you do whatever exercises you need to do. Don't overdo it, but, see a physiotherapist and see about strength. Find ways to strengthen that knee. I can't tell you how to do it, but a physiotherapist can, and that seems to be the advice you're getting. This one's interesting. This is the one that I call misguidance, and that seems to be happening a little in your life. It's not pernicious. It's not meant to harm. It's just meant to fool a little bit, just having a little bit of fun. This is a scene from a Shakespearean comedy of errors. But it's kind of like you're being fed information, but you're not being fed 100% the right information. I think now is a good time for you to look every gift horse in the mouth, and every little piece of information that comes your way, coincidentally or through good fortune, double and triple look at the source of it. But make sure that, just know that there's a little deception afoot around you. Okay. So thank you for tuning in, Suzanne. It's good to see you. You're lovely as always. Remember to tell your friends.
Next up, we have Virgo Queen, who's wanting to know whether she should bring condoms to her next date. No, not quite that bad.
Is that a 2?
When her and Ivan be intimate on their first night reunited.
That depends on how happy she is to be how happy the other one is to be reunited, right? Okay. And we are using the Pamela Coleman Smith Centennial deck, which my producer got me for Christmas. Oh, and they're still so stiff they don't shuffle very well.
Pull out the runes for this one.
How about the runes for it?
Yeah.
Maybe, because these just didn't want to shuffle anyway.
I don't know.
Okay, so let's see. How hot is that first date going to be? Okay. Ooh, there we go. There's a handful right there. Ooh. Just kind of want to look at the ones that fell. Yeah. Just a little warning. Whatever it was that she found annoying about you the last time, make sure that she doesn't see that part of you this time.
You got the genders reversed there.
Pardon?
You got the genders reversed.
Oh, okay. So, that's right, Virgo Queen. Whatever annoyed him the last time, just make sure you don't do it this time. I guess they're saying try not to scare him. I'm sorry to laugh, but wow. Well, yeah. You should put a barricade there. It says you're working on home first, so you want to work on home first. So you want to get stability and a good foundation before you open yourself up to the possibility of a baby. Because trust me, these two together, the Bracana and the Pertho, this is B for baby for fertility, and Pertho represents the womb. And you also have this idea of blessings, which, is considered a blessed event. And you also have Rytho.
Which one's that?
That is cart. So it talks about cart, car. It's a little rude, but it says, focus on stabilizing the relationship and make sure that he's really on board before you expose yourself to the possibility of getting pregnant. And there's this idea of not even making it into the house. It is going to be hot. You guys really physically missed each other a lot. And there's love. There is love. There's love on both sides. And this one. Oh, okay. Well, Virgo Queen, yeah. When you guys reunite, it's not going to be starting at square one. It's going to be starting where you left off. Yes, you will get physical the first night. Yes, you should protect yourself because there's a lot more work out in the relationship, and pregnancy really, really, really wants to happen to you. Having said that, though, when you do get pregnant, it'll be a boy.
Twin boys.
And I say it just as I turn over this card, which this card is 2. It's 2 of this one. Which is, this one is Legus, lake, love. And this one is Manus, horse, which talks about symbiotic relationship, but it also talks about 2 mirrors of each other. That's a mirror one, and this one has 2 the same. So, yeah.
So get 2 mega packs of condoms?
Yes. Two mega packs just to make sure that you've set the hook well before before the babies come along. Okay, so who's next? I think we'll use Lena.
Haley has another question about how is her week going to be.
Okay,
Oh,
Haley.
we're doing Lenormand.
I pulled out Ledermond.
No, Lenormand, not Lederhausen. Of course you can ask more questions, Grace.
And Haley just wanted to know about the week ahead?
I'm sorry?
Haley just wanted to know about the week ahead?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. So, we're going to do north, east, south, west. Okay, so it's actually going to be a pretty good week. You have contact. You have contact with a man that you've wanted to see for a while, and I feel like this is a family member more than a lover or anything. But it's somebody that you've missed. There's travel happening around you. South fire, yeah. You've got travel, so you might be outside the house a little bit more than most of us are. You do have some opportunities and changes coming around you because it says that this week you're going to end up at a crossroads. So that tells me that you've got some opportunities coming up. So it's an active week for you, and it ends on a really good note. It ends up with key, and key basically means treasure. Treasure, things that you've been looking for are going to come your way by the end of the week. So, Haley, you've got a good week ahead.
All right. Virgo Queen was wanting to get some details on a time frame here.
There's a 4. So I think we're looking at within 4 weeks.
So that brings that to Valentine's Day, more or less.
La 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 la. Yeah. And it's funny that the eye is there, and sometimes when you have had a relationship with somebody and you want to get back together with them, you'll kind of be watching them. He's watching you. He's what was that called when they watch you online? Not stalking, but
spying.
No, that's not really what it's called. Anyhow, if anyone can remember the word, but anyhow, he's watching you online. He's keeping an eye on like your Facebook and that. So he's keeping track of what you're doing.
Stalking.
Well, it's in a good way. It's got little stars around it. So.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
And who's next?
Virgo Queen says spying. Next we have, I think I missed Suzanne up here.
Well, I did one reading for Suzanne.
Suzanne is missing her mom and dad. Wants to know how they're doing.
Yeah, it's tough during the lockdown, isn't it? Okay, let's see how mom and dad are doing.
Oh.
No, I got the Lenormand in my hand.
Got the Lenormand in their hand? All right.
Yeah. So let's see how they're doing. They're driving each other crazy, but that's it's in the way that's grounded in their relationship. You know how sometimes couples just drive each other crazy. They're driving each other crazy. Doesn't mean they don't love each other. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. When I look ahead, by the spring they're going to start planning to do little things around the house, and that talk of home improvement kind of lifts their spirits a bit. So that they're going to be working on some kind of a project together, and that's a very healthy, good thing for them to do. Oh, and they miss you. They miss you. Were you a tomboy?
There's quite a bit of delay.
Oh, okay. And I just say that because the card that says they miss you, it's like a little boy, but it's saying, yeah, she was like that when she was a kid. You know, were you one of those little girls that roughhoused and got dirty? Anyhow, your parents are doing fine. They're just bickering a little. They'll get over it.
All right. Apparently I missed a question here somewhere. Let's find that. Chris wants to know about, he's been having a hard time sleeping. He's been picking up some energy. And what is that energy trying to tell him? That's Chris from Haunting Live.
Yeah. Boy, it really feels like you got something random happening there. Have you considered, and I know you've probably already done this, do, not sage, but, was it?
Sweetgrass?
No, what's the wood called?
Palo Santo.
Palo Santo. Maybe use Palo Santo because it just feel like you've got like little random things just kind of punching through your defense. You might be, you might be down there. You might be a little weak there. You might have drained certain areas of your defenses because I really feel like you've got some little nasties that are making it through your defenses. What I would suggest is before you go to sleep, put like just the tiniest little drop of rosemary on the nape of your neck, just to protect you from the negativity. You don't need to use a lot. You don't need to smell like spaghetti. Oh, look at that.
That's rosemary oil.
That's rosemary oil. You've got another one of the Pamela Coleman Smith cards. This is the one that I call Tribute. And it is about saying the final goodbye. And I'm wondering if this might not be... Well, but you took Speedy with you. Speedy should be fine. Oh, no. You've got a spirit of a woman. And you've got a spirit of a woman, and the thing is that she never got to see. It's a restless spirit that just never got to see, somebody important to her before she died. Like a mother who dies without seeing her children is going to, have that kind of a feel to it. So this is somebody she's looking for to pay that one last visit. If you want to meditate on it, you might be able to help her there. But you can also that's too, and that's not funny. You can also send a message to her, and you can help her out if you wish. But you can also seal it off because she does have a little bit of anger to her. You've got the wands that are negatively aspected, and so that's a negative fire. And that the host that comes down, Pamela Coleman Smith describes them as having fierce faces. So I think you're dealing with an angry spirit, and you're just as well off to seal it off and move on from there. But if you want to help her, you can.
All right, who's next? Did that one, did that one. Oh, hang on a second. Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Will my surgery be soon?
Not if you're in Ontario. And again, this is just for entertainment purposes, and I'm not going to give you any kind of medical advice. I'm not qualified to, but let's just look at timing. Timing I can look at. No, I'm seeing 9 weeks. And it says that you're waiting. You're waiting like everybody else. So there's delays and delays, but you got that 9 of Wands. So that's 9 weeks, and I think that might be about as long as you can wait. Yeah, because it's also showing that whatever's going on with you, it's sapping your strength. Let's see if that's a 10. Oh, okay. And even though this page is reversed, it's on the positive side. And it shows me that you will be in recovery mode by summer, because I get the summer because of the fire, because of the pyramids and that. And so, yes, it's 9 weeks.
All right, next we have Grace again. I missed her before. Should she move to Washington and accept a job offer? She's a bit uncertain about it.
Well, yeah. Yes. This card is a solid yes as far as taking taking up a job opportunity. You've got the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles is about doing a good job, doing a job that you're proud of, and making your masterpiece, because each one of these is perfect in their own way, and he's making another perfect one. So it's the card of a skilled tradesman who has accomplished something and is on the path to accomplish more. But I know you want more than one card, so I'm gonna cut the deck. I won't cheat you. Okay, the only bad thing I really see about this, because the money's better, it flows a little bit more freely, because like I'm seeing that where you're at, you're getting small coins, and where you're going to, you're getting bigger coins. So it's big coins that are falling out here, and the only thing that I worry about is that you will have to sacrifice to go to Washington. I think that you will be homesick and you will miss your friends and family, and there's that reminder too. So the universe does acknowledge that. But it's a good move for you, and it's one that you should do.
Ava wants to know about an old love connection that's restarted.
Oh. You get the leaner on it, Ava. My new best friends. Okay. Love connection.
Hi, everybody. Hi, all the new ones. Edward, we'll get to you next. Hi,
North,
Lindell, Shay.
East, South, and West. Okay, Eva, there is this reminder that there is a little bit of annoyance that comes with this one. So he's put a thorn in your side before. And so never forget that. And you just... like if you had mice, if you lived out in a place that had mice and you moved away, before you moved back in, you'd probably set my mice trap. And I feel like you should do like the same thing to ensure yourself against the same thing happening again. But having said that, you've got the book is a good card. It's like it's in the book. This and of course, you've also got the Ten of Diamonds, which Ten of Diamonds is a good card too. So this is a card of accomplishment. It is a card of one for the books kind of thing. So this is a good story. Yes, you should go for it. Here you've got, and I notice you got 2 tens. And tens are completion of certain situation. And here I think that there are a lot of unresolved issues. So you guys do need to pick up where you left off and get those things resolved. And in the end, you end up with the one who feels passionate and has the flowers in your hand, the bouquet, which is a very romantic card. So yes, you should go with this guy. Just make him pay a little for what he did before. Okay, and thank you for tuning in. Remember to tell your friends, and remember to say hi to Ma.
Edward wants to know why he's being spiritually attacked.
I was tempted to grab the runes, Edward, but the Lenormand feels like it is able to address this. Okay, you are being spiritually attacked because you are the most vulnerable in your area. I see that right there. And this is a star, but as the one thing, I gave Chris a bit of advice about putting rosemary oil on the nape of his neck. And I'm giving you the same advice. Don't use a lot of it, but rosemary oil is very biblical, and it's very protective, and you need to protect yourself a little bit more because you're not protected. This is telling me that you're wide open, and you're wide open to a spirit that just, there's all kinds of spirits out there. There's all kinds of little poltergeists. And for some reason, you have attracted a nasty one. You know, he comes with the birch branch, you know, which is basically a whip. It's basically to harm you, to club you with. And so, yeah, you know, you definitely are being spiritually attacked, and it's just because this spirit sees a weakness there. Protect yourself with rosemary. Also, it would be good if you start smudging your house, or put sea salt around the perimeter of your house. Do whatever, you know, say the Lord's Prayer a lot. This is something that you need to get rid of. And it is something that you can get rid of. This card right here, this card of the garden, it reminds me that a material person in a material world trumps spirit. So you have to have the confidence that he is coming on your turf, not the other way around. Protect yourself. Stand up to it. Yes, you're being targeted, but it's not for a specific reason other than you look to be the weakest. And a bully will walk into a place and pick the weakest one. And spiritually speaking, that's what the bully is seeing. Thank you for tuning in, Edward. Good luck to you. Do what I say, it'll work. And tune in again next week. Remember to tell your friends. And who's next?
Edward says he has incense, pine, vanilla, amber, and opium. Pine cleanses, amber hardens, and opium lifts. Vanilla just tastes nice.
Vanilla's protective too. Incense are nice, but trust me, add the little bit of rosemary too.
All right. Well, we're getting close to the end here. Shay has the tough one. She had a bad day, bad weekend, and she's really down.
Oh, Shay.
And she would like a message from her higher power.
Okay, Shay.
She needs a little sparkle.
Okay, so we can do something there. Just going to do a little bit of northeast, southwest. North, east, all good. South and west. At 4, 5, 6. The 3 reverse cards. So you've got fire, emotion, and grounding. And this week has ungrounded you in a lot of ways. But sometimes the bad things that happen to us are blessings in disguise. Because I feel like some things have been taken away from you just recently, and your concept of, you know, the direction you were headed has kind of been. I'm getting like the apple barrel has been upset, and you're upset. And so it's kind of like things, you can't do things the way you want to do them. But the thing that's coming in on the east, so that's air, so that's something coming in, is the world. Sometimes when things are taken from our life, there's a reason for it. And the universe, I think, has been trying to clean some shelves and making you let go of things in order to make room for something very new. And the world is probably one of the more positive cards. I'm not going to say the most because I think that's fool, but it is the card that says, don't worry, relax, things are being set to bring you everything that you want. So know that things are going to get better. Know things are absolutely going to get better. There's a reason for the things that have happened to you today.
Well, it turns out it's not just today. Somebody she loves killed on December 28th. And the hymn she was referring to, I suppose, was that person.
Yeah.
Sorry for your loss, Shay.
Yes, but the universe has a way of making things up to us. And there's kind of a promise that this is it. This is adjustment.
Marcy, did I miss anybody?
Thank you, Marcy. We love Marcy. We love all of you. And it's so nice to see you
Looking
week
forward
after
to
week.
some cupcakes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The random act of yum. Oh,
Well,
Brenda
then,
and Elizabeth make wonderful cookies, so I know that these pastries will be wonderful too.
by the looks of it, it's time for the coming week in Ontario.
All right. Whoops.
All right. Well, we'll start with that one.
Yeah, with the world, but because we're talking about a specific area, this week is going to focus a lot in how Ontario deals with the outside world. So we are definitely going to be looking at trade and border issues. Aren't we supposed to be doing some kind of a treaty with China? Anyhow, so get these cards out. Wow, there's that Knight of Pentacles again, and both reversed. This is a week that we're not going to be in love with our leadership, and I think that extends not just to poor Doug Ford. It also extends to Justin Trudeau. So overall, the mood for our leaders is not going to be good this week. Yeah, they're just not. They're not getting that virus out, that vaccine out fast enough. And even though we ordered so much, it's not enough. We've got to speed it up on that. Okay, so when I see this card, I think that's that the one doctor, the one female doctor, and I forget her name. I think she's Oriental, but she's the one that does she's the one that does press conferences and that. But it seems like some of her part of the planning, the stuff that the procedures that she set forward, is actually responsible for the vaccine delivery to be so slow. So she's going to be in the hot seat this week. So Dr. Tam. Okay, Dr. Tam. It's all about the vaccines this week. When I look at the Ace of Swords, I'm wondering about our not our delivery system, but the way it's coming into Canada. Anyhow, you've got 3 cards right in a row, not just how the world sees us, but what's happening within our borders and the near past. So the vaccine rollout, this has just been a major kerfuffle. Even though we've gotten shots in arms, it could have been handled so much better. And she's going to get criticism, a lot of it. And then in the near future, which means that the week coming up is going to be dominated by the unconventional. Those who think outside the box. So we are going to have to do things a little bit differently. I think that the lockdown, if it hasn't already been extended, it will. But it's kind of like we're having to change our approach on everything. Ooh. Oh, good. Okay, so yeah, the vaccine rollout, that's going to come to a head, and there's going to be secrets about that rolling out, and I think that goes right back to her, where her procedures, whatever her department has recommended, is responsible for almost a blockade, for a backup. I think that they might be piling up somewhere, and so that it just hasn't been smooth. It hasn't been something to brag about. And yet, here we go with this unconventional thinking. And this unconventional thinking is what gets it going. When I look at this right here, you remember I said that I think that it's like there's a different source coming in. We are going to get, Ontario is going to get an offer of help. This feels like from a different province, and I'm not sure whether it's vaccine. It might be medical personnel. I just say that because I see the caduceus here, and it says this is exactly what we needed. So one of the other provinces, at least one of the other provinces, is going to be sending its medical personnel to us. It's going to be a tough week, and there's going to be some worry about how new industry has been slowed down. So that's going to be a worry too. They might be talking about maybe opening up construction sites and that a little bit earlier than the rest of, like stores and the bars and the restaurants and that. So at least we get the medical help we need. I want to look a little bit at that because after we get done looking at the viruses and the medical part, then we turn around and we start looking at enterprise and business. Yeah. Ooh, that last quarter was really killer for us. It was very much killer. And I see that in the 3 of hearts, but the 3 of swords. Boy, I can't talk right now. Okay, I see that in 3 of swords, which talks about heartbreak. And the financial figures are just gruesome for us. This one, the hermit, reminds us that no man's an island. And just like other provinces are sending their medical help with us, we need to start dealing with others and trading with others and opening the door to outside sources to get our economy going. Okay, so that is the week in Ontario. It's so good to see you all. We look forward to seeing you every week. And now we're looking forward to some yummy, yummy snacks. So have a great week. Remember to watch my video on the extra cards in the Pamela Coleman Smith deck. And we will see you next week for another episode of Psychic Sundays Live with your Queen of Ooga Booga. And before I let you go, I want to remind you that anybody who would like a reading with your queen, please send an email to thequeenofoogaBooga@gmail.com and we will arrange a video reading with you. Thank you so much. See you next week.
Have a good night, everybody. If we didn't get to you tonight, we're back next Sunday at 9 o'clock, or you can just send us an email. Bye.